I have no idea how to make an intro, and I hate it. But hi, today I'm gonna talk about my build. I hate doing intros like this. I have no idea what to say. But usually on Tuesdays, I do upload a house renovation build, but I don't have any house renovations to post because I haven't done any. So that's why I'm doing a speed build instead. And last week, exactly 1 week ago actually, we got the bunk bed update, and I have been waiting for bunk beds for so long because I wanted to make my dorm from the school that I attended last year. And the school that I attended was a folk high school. It sounds so weird, but I just googled it, and that's what it's called, I suppose. And well, the thing with folk high school is that there is no grades and there's no exams, and well, it's basically a boarding school. You live there, you eat there, you sleep there, and you live with other students. Yeah, you can. There's like different types of classes that you can take, and at my school there was 5 different classes. There was Aikido, yoga, a workout class, I guess, and Taekwondo. And the class that I attended was K-pop Korean wave. What we did at that class was that we danced. It was mainly focused on around dancing, and then we also had like language class. So I did learn a bit Korean, but sadly, 1 year ago we were sent home because of lockdown, and basically we were just thrown out of our homes, and we had to like leave the school, and that was very sad. So yeah, I've been wanting to build this dorm that I used to live in because I have so many nice memories from that dorm, and I miss it a lot actually. I met a lot of good friends, and yeah, it was my home for like 7 months, I guess. We were supposed to stay until May, but we were sent home in March, so we had to leave 2 months early, and we also missed our study trip to Korea, which was very sad. Everything about that last period of school was very sad. But we're here to talk about the happy memories. But the build you're seeing here, I am making my dorm, as mentioned. But the thing is that I lived in a basement, so we can't really do basements like what I used to live in The Sims, because there was a basement that was like placed like on, what do I call it, like on a hill, so that we still could have windows to look out, but we can't really do that in The Sims. And well, The Sims can only like do so much, so I decided to put it on the first floor. But when you walked into the building, you would have like stairs to the left and go downstairs, and then you would find this floor. And what I'm building here is I built the laundry room, and then our little TV nook, and the bathrooms, and 4 dorm rooms. And I believe in my floor there was 9 rooms, I think, but well, I can't really fit that. And also in The Sims, if you're gonna play with this as a dorm, you can't have more beds than 10. So I thought like 4 rooms was like a good number of rooms. We had I built 2 double rooms, but in my dorm there was 4 double rooms, and there was 5 single rooms. So here I built 2 double rooms and 2 single rooms. I built my room, and I built my best friend's room, and I built another girl's room that was like in the end of the hall, and then I built the guy's room because there was one room with 2 guys, and there was another room with 1 guy as well, but he actually had like the double room by himself because the other guy that he lived with, he quit. So he had like a double room to himself, and I was kind of jealous of him because I would like to have a double room or like a single room. I wouldn't care if it was a double room or single room, but to myself. Usually at this kind of school you only like attend for 1 year, but I was asked to go like a second year and be like this helping teacher, you can call it that. And I know that if I were to go a second year, I would love to stay in a single room because, well, having a roommate is nice and all, and you always got company, but it can sometimes you just want privacy, you know? And then you know that your room is not entirely your room, and that can be exhausting. Especially when it comes to like chores and cleaning and tidying up and stuff like that. Because it started off with, in the year, it started off like I was super tidy all the time. And my roommate was kind of a bit messy, and then that got on to me, and then also I started being messy, or like that affected me to also be messy. So our room was just like a constant mess all the time, except for like the one day where we had to clean, because we cleaned every Wednesday, and then we had like inspections after that, and we always passed it because we were very like good at tidying up and cleaning. So like the inspector, he didn't really even check our room. He was like opening the door and like, you did everything you're supposed to do, right? And we were like, yeah. And then he left. So we always passed it and it was no problem. But like the second he left or something, someone changed clothes or something, and then everything was just put on the floor. We had a TV nook in like the corner at the end of the hallway, and in the beginning we only like had a fridge there, but we did something with that nook where it was only a fridge, because we the thing with like the people living in our floor, we always asked for things from our, like, what do I call him, dorm keeper, I don't know. There's like this one teacher for every like dorm floor, and that like has the responsibility of the people living there and that everything is good and all that. But we always like asked him for things that we wanted to have in our basement, and it was like a running joke between us, because we asked for like the craziest things all the time, and we asked like the principal to have these crazy kinds of stuff. So it started out like very like innocent, like, can we have a rug in the hallway, because there was no rug. And it was very like basement like, and we wanted to change that, and they were like, well, we can't really do it because of like fire security, but if you buy it yourself, I guess we can't really say anything about it, something like that. So they were like, no, you shouldn't have stuff in the hallway, but I guess but a rug was fine, and then we ended up buying rugs, and some people even bought doormats and put in front of their doors. I totally forgot that in the build, but some people had doormats, and it was so cute. We even talked about making like mailboxes to put on our doors so that we can send each other notes like every day and things like that. Well, that would have been so nice. We totally forgot about that. Aww. And we asked for plants, which also is kind of innocent, but those plants took forever until we finally got them, because the lady that is like a head of like stuff to get for the school and stuff like that, she was like, yeah, I'll give you plants are nice, yeah, make it homey and cozy and all that. So, and that was like that. she told us, yeah, we can make plans. And then there took like 4 months, I think. And we asked for that plans every week. And she was like, yeah, next week. Ask me again next week. And then we asked next week, and then there was no plans. So yeah, we ended up getting plans. That was actually one of the last things that we got. And yeah, I know where it started. It started from, there was this common room over at the main building. There were some chairs that we could have. The chairs that I ended up putting next to the window. We could take them and put it in or in the hallway or like in that nook. And then we also got like a tiny small table. So we ended up bringing 4 chairs and a tiny table. So that was one of the first weeks, I think, like the second week or something. And then we started having breakfast together on like Sundays and weekends. Because in the weekends, on Sundays, we didn't have any program. Because we had like school every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But on Sundays, that was like our day off. So everyone just slept out that day, and we missed breakfast because there was breakfast at the main building and stuff like that. But I almost never went to it. There was like one thing that made me want to go to breakfast every weekend, and that was that they had juice and eggs. So that was like the one thing that made me want to go to breakfast, but I couldn't wake up. I wasn't able to wake up. So what we did was that sometimes, it didn't happen often, but it happened sometimes, was that we went to the store because we had like a store very close to the school, so we could like go and buy whatever we needed, and we had the fridge there, so we bought what we needed and we put it in the fridge. And then on Sundays we got together at that nook, and then we had breakfast, and that was so cozy. And that's where it all started, when we started like asking for things to put there. Sometimes people like brought their laptops, and then we watched a movie while we ate breakfast or something like that. I remember at one point we watched Tangled, I think, and that was like so much fun. And that was like at the point where we were making friends and getting to know each other. And it happened so fast. I remember like looking back at like the Snapchat memories you get, and we were like very close on like day 4. So after that, we started asking for like crazy stuff. We wanted a milk machine. I remember asking our principal for a milk machine. It was kind of a joke, but we wouldn't like complain if it actually happened, because we had a milk machine over at the main building, and it was very annoying to go back and forth to get milk if you wanted to have cereal and stuff like that. And there was like no kitchens in our building, and we weren't even allowed to use the kitchen in the main building because the years before us had messed that up or something, so we weren't allowed to like make pizza or something like that. But yeah, it was very annoying to get milk, so we asked for that, and well, that was one of the things that didn't happen. But we did ask for a sofa because we really wanted to have a sofa down there. And I got like I remember I knocked on one of the girls' rooms and we're like, hey, do you have something that I can measure like the nook, the hallway with? And she had this I don't know what's called in English, but I could measure it and be like, okay, this is the size of the sofa that we can have down here. And they were like, oh great, is this really happening? And I was like, yes, we're gonna have a sofa. So we asked the guy that we always ask for stupid stuff like this, and we were like, we're probably not gonna gonna get a sofa, but we could at least show that we're dedicated. That was my thought. Like, I don't think we're gonna get it, but I'm gonna show him that I'm dedicated to this. And we asked, and he was like, maybe you can have a sofa. So from there we got our hopes up, and we was like, yeah, this is gonna happen, we're gonna have a sofa. So we started looking online for to see if people are giving away sofas, because we didn't want to like pay for it, or well, we didn't mind paying for it, but like not much. And then we found a lady that was giving away her sofa. She could give us the sofa if we came to get it. We got a sofa in the end, and all the other floors were like so jealous, and they were like, okay, it's on, game on, we're gonna win, like. And there wasn't even a competition, but people were like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. And then we were just sitting out that first day with our sofa, and we were like chilling, and we were showing it off to all of our friends that didn't live in our floor. And then this one guy from our class that we got really close with, he said that he had like in the attic he had a TV that he didn't use. It was quite a big TV. And he was like, do you want it? You can take it and have it here. And we was like, yes. Give us the TV. So we brought it down, and we got, we had the table, the old table that we used to sit and eat breakfast at. We used that as a TV stand. And that was our life. Like, we didn't even leave the spot. Almost. We were there every day, and we watched so many TV shows. It's crazy. Like, the last part like of my school stay was basically in that sofa. Every time we ditched class, like, that was where you would find us, in the sofa watching some stupid thing on the TV. Good times. Well, I don't really like doing voiceovers like these. It makes me very uncomfortable, but I feel like I had to do it for this build because it's so special, and it's also kind of to celebrate the bunk beds, because we all have been waiting for bunk beds for so long, and they're finally here. Yay!